boxing things up. The move is getting real close. I've been back and forth between both shops, so haven't been doing a lot of filming, but we'll do our Thursday live anyway and move around. I don't think anything's changed here since last Thursday other than we've emptied some shelves. We had a customer come in today and buy 5 neons, I think only 3 of which we had in stock. Maybe there's more than 5, but anyway. So that's changed a little bit, so that's nice. Oh yeah, we had sold the Chevelle one today to Dennis. Thanks, Dennis. And yeah, so things are moving along and upward. So we are going to head out into the auto shop here and show you around, see what's happening. And I'm struggling with a cold, so hopefully I don't get Leah sick. Alright, Chevelle's in for an intake leak. Never used Performance World intake manifolds. They've caused us nothing but headaches. So I think this is the 2nd or 3rd time we've got an intake issue with this thing. So that is the last and only Performance World intake we'll use now. Yeah, they got good heads, but don't use their intake manifolds. Nothing but headaches. So we got the Duster 340 here. It's been a struggle finding parts for this car. We finally got front rotors for it, and they're the wrong rotors, of course. This car has a 2-piece rotor, and we didn't know to look for a 2-piece rotor, but now we found it, so those are going to be ordered up. And Cam's just looking through the wiring kit that just showed up from UPS here an hour ago. So we got a full American Auto wire harness to go in the Duster to fix all his wiring problems. So hopefully we'll have the rotors here by the time that part of the job is done. The Corvette, you've seen it down at the hot rod shop the last few times. Dave is now working on the rear end. The axles were falling out of, or at least one of them. So the C-clip was falling off and allowing that to fall apart. So Dave, I think, has that over on his workbench and is working on that. And I think waiting on customer approval to rebuild the differential versus just change the clip that was failed. So, Barracuda, I can't remember where it was at last week. I think it was just sitting here ready to be worked on.
Maybe.
So we've pulled the drive line out of it. We've modified the pan to fit the K-member. We had to weld the Hemi motor mounts to the K-member. So that's down at the body shop getting painted. Then it'll come back down here and we can start assembly on it. And then eventually we'll get into the rear end and put the whole 4-link in there. So the old K-member is down on the pallet and engine's on the table and it's coming together. And we also have to modify the header on the driver's side because the headers were meant for factory K-member and now we have the Riley Motorsports K-member. So only one header tube needs to be modified. So that's being done as well on that. This Ram's in for differential work. Dave just put out that up, so we'll be heading out of the shop soon. This is the Corvette differential. I think, are we waiting on approval or is he just? Yeah, we're waiting on approval still. So, but it was just the axle clip that
it popped off. But one of the reasons why it popped off is because the clutches are all worn out.
Oh, so there's too much play in there.
A ton of play, so it knocked it back and forth and knocked it off.
Oh, okay, so you put the clip back, it's just going to fall apart again.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. As Dave says, it's wore out to the point that it's just going to continue to fall off. So this fell off and allowed that stub axle to fall out. So, which is not good. That kind of holds the suspension together on a C3. So, and then over here, Ashley's finishing up the shop truck. Can't really see back here much with all our coats, but as we've been working on it, we put the suspension back to stock height. So the front still needs to be adjusted up because it's torsion bars. But the rear, as you'll see when we get back here, is back up to factory height. So we got rid of the lowering shackles and the lowering front mounts. And that's back to factory height. And then once they get it on the alignment rack, they will adjust the torsion bars, get it up to level. And then when we order tires for it, we can order the correct size. And just want it back to a factory ride height for towing and usability at the shop. So out here, it's starting to rain again.
Yeah.
So we have the Challenger. Was ready to go, but at a higher speed road test on the highway, we still felt a bit of a vibration. And we noticed that the drive shaft that we had made didn't have any signs of it being balanced. There was no weight on it anywhere. And pretty sure almost anytime you balance the drive shaft, there's a weight of some kind. So we sent that back to get it checked out. And the Bronco, I think they're just waiting for our upper radiator hose. And actually, I think the drive shaft might be back right now. truck just pulled in. And then out back here is a bit of a mess. The paint booth basement into storage, and now Oscar's loading up all the scrap. We got a ton of scrap laying around here, things I've been collecting and whatnot that we're just throwing away. So he's going to be hooking up the trailer soon and heading down to the scrap place to get it out of our way so we can get this move carried out. We'll head back through and we'll grab the Bronco and head down to the hot rod shop.
Thank you.
We have to go to detail today too, because someone commented.
No problem. The Bronco's going to try and hook to. I'm going to grab a jacket.
Oh,
The Bronco's going to hook to. Going to try and hook to the phone, isn't it?
I
That
don't know.
happened last time. It went silent for a minute. Maybe we should take your truck. Do you have your keys?
They're upstairs.
Oh, let's just take it. We'll see what happens. Sorry guys if it cuts out.